This is CNBC's live blog tracking developments on the war in Ukraine. Ukraine's military reported on Friday that a Russian drone attack on the southern Ukraine port city of Odesa killed 3 people. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has welcomed further support packages from allied countries, including Denmark, the UK and New Zealand. Zelenskyy sharply criticized the ongoing farmer protests on the Ukraine-Poland border, however, describing the situation as utterly unacceptable. Nearly 2 years on from the day Russia first launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the Kremlin's confidence appears to have been bolstered by recent territorial advances. Russian forces on Thursday claimed to have taken the small settlement of Pobeda in Ukraine's Donetsk region, following up on its most significant win in 9 months last week, the capture of Ukraine's longtime stronghold of Avdiivka. CNBC could not independently verify the claim. Saturday marks the second anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war. When Russia invaded Ukraine 2 years ago, the stout resistance mounted by the country's armed forces and overwhelming Western support for Kyiv, along with some obvious military overreach by Moscow, raised hopes that Ukraine's outnumbered and outgunned army could beat back the invading forces. Fast forward 2 years and hopes of a Ukrainian victory look diminished and increasingly hollow, as do Western pledges to support Ukraine, for as long as it takes. As it stands, billions of dollars in American military aid remains unapproved, with further struggles likely ahead, as war and funding fatigue grow in the run-up to the U.S. presidential election, a vote that could see an administration installed that's less sympathetic to Ukraine's war needs. Read the full story here. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy described blockades by Polish farmers on the border between the two allies as utterly unacceptable. Speaking in his traditional evening address, Zelenskyy said Thursday that he had spoken with European Council President Charles Michel about the Polish farmer protests and Ukraine's efforts towards European integration. I informed him of the Ukrainian initiative to hold an immediate meeting between the representatives of Ukraine, Poland, as well as the European Commission at the border, Zelenskyy said, referring to his recent call for top-level talks to be held over the weekend. Ukraine has for months been in dispute with several of its allied neighbors, including Poland, over the export of Ukrainian grain, which local farmers argue has been depressing prices. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk on Thursday appeared to turn down the chance to discuss the border blockades with Zelenskyy over the weekend, saying he planned to meet Ukraine's president for talks in Warsaw on March 28. Ukraine's military said Friday that a Russian drone attack in the Black Sea city of Odesa killed 3 people.